Over the past week, we conducted a live fire of the reduced range practice rockets from the high mobility artillery rocket system here on JBLM in order to test the impact of the acoustics from the firing of the rockets. This was in concert with the Army Public Health Center out of Maryland. They sent a team of engineers here to place sensors around the exterior of the post and on the interior of post in order to measure the environmental impact on the community and the surrounding area of the potential of firing the rockets here on this installation. Ultimately, the intent of being able to fire the rockets and the HIMARS system here on this installation is the potential savings of almost $900,000 to just our brigade in annual training funds that are be available for other things. This would allow the soldiers to spend fewer days away from their families in the field and less time on congested roads on their way to these training events. And overall, it would represent a large win for this organization here. Prior to this exercise, we consulted with the Forestry Department, the Archaeological Department. We spoke with the engineers and had input from Redstone Arsenal and along with Lockheed Martin on the weapon system. We set the conditions to ensure that we'd have a safe shot from the firing point to the point of impact inside of JBLM with minimum impact on the environment of the area. We also had cooperation from the fire department and garrison organizations in building all the safeguards that would allow us to fire this rocket system in the safest manner possible, in the most timely manner possible. Firing the HIMARS system here on JBLM enables us to maintain a better readiness for less fiscal impact on our budget. Soldiers are ultimately going to be able to fire here at their home station instead of traveling a long distance to the Yakima Training Center. This will allow them to maintain their required qualification in order to deploy in support of our operations around the world within the Pacific theater and onto the Middle East, where this weapon system is currently being employed in the fight there. During this past week, a 17th FA Brigade was able to conduct a live fire of the high mobility artillery rocket system here on JBLM. The purpose of this was to, in concert with a group of engineers from the Army Public Health Command in Maryland, test out the potential impact of the noise from firing these rockets here on this post. Is a priority to be able to fire here in order to enable better readiness and better ease of training going forward for the unit.
That would be one.